intervals, at least you get your car worked on, looked at, right?
Absolutely.
Simple things like filling the water reservoir. You know, we're coming up with the time changes and, you know, the seasons are changing. How many times you go squirt your water, you know, your windshield wiper is not there. You guys will take care of that for us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Aamco transmission, Larry Baldwin. Hey, this is pretty good stuff. All right, let's talk a little bit now. That dreaded check engine light comes on. It always comes on at the worst time.
Sure.
What are the something you guys will take a look at that for us if that light comes on?
Absolutely, part of our
Just
model.
pull right into the Aamco transmission.
You're going to pull right in here into Aamco, and we will actually scan that at no charge to the customer.
What are some of the reasons why that light comes on? I know it's always I don't tighten my gas cap.
There's several issues, quite honestly. It could be something as basic as a loose gas cap. It
Okay.
can be something. There's hundreds of different codes that these systems throw off that you know, you could have issues with.
No charge. You'll come in and tell us what we need, and
We'll check it out at no charge to you.
Aamco transmission. Total car care, right?
Total car care.
All right. Now you know what? The other thing we hear about gas is goes anywhere from $3 a gallon to $3.90 a gallon in a 2-day span. Why should we look at tune-ups on our car? And I see that on the sign. I say, you guys do tune-ups too.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about what can a tune-up? How can a tune-up help me?
Well, tune-ups, when you get the correct plug fire in these engines, you're actually you're atomizing the gas and the fuel correctly to where
Okay.
you're actually
I guess we don't even look at that.
Yeah.
And you know, we used to get our car tuned up twice a year, and we don't even think about that now. But a tune-up can help you save money.
Well, absolutely, because you don't have cylinder misfires. When you have misfires, that means the fuel's not burning correctly, and that's what we want to be
So
able to
that
do.
30 miles a gallon goes to about 10 miles
Goes
a
about
gallon.
10, yes.
Okay.
And what's kind of nice too with our tune-ups, oil changes, brake services, any service at Aamco, we actually guarantee to beat any competitor's pricing. So if
Okay.
you're shopping around prior to giving us a call, we guarantee to beat anybody's price. The nice thing too is we understand, and me myself having 4 children, you don't always have the dollars in the bank to be able to take care of that. And
Right.
one thing that's here,
And the car always, something happens to the car when you don't have the
when
money.
you don't have the money.
Right.
We also, we have a program through GE where we actually do a 6-month no interest.
Oh, is that right?
So
Okay.
you don't have to come out of pocket with any money, and you can actually take and make repairs on your vehicle, and
Okay.
you have 6 months with no interest to pay it back. Kind of makes it kind of efficient, and, you know, it makes it a little easier to swallow sometimes.
Like you said, that repair bill always comes when in between paychecks.
Absolutely.
You guys can step in and help defer that cost.
That is correct.
Total car care, guys.
Total car care.
Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about brakes.
Sure.
You know, you hear the squeaks on the brakes, you don't think about it, and what do you guys do with, you know, I always see the sign down at Bell Village, brake pads. Tell me a little bit about your brake care.
Well, brakes, it's a very good idea to keep a constant measure of what's going on with your brake system.
You want to stop.
You want to stop.
You want to stop.
And in a lot of cases, if we're monitoring this, we can actually catch issues before they get too catastrophic. So we want to kind of get to the repairs before they make other issues.
Okay.
I tell most of my customers we can actually do a brake inspection for free for you on every oil change. Generally, we want to do an extensive brake inspection every other. That way we're constantly monitoring that brake
Okay.
system to make sure that we're not wearing pads in the rotors, not extending caliper pistons out too far to where they can't go back in. And it just saves the
And that's
customer
where
money.
the brake job becomes costly.
That's
you
where
know?
it becomes
Okay.
costly. I do an in-house brake special, which includes pads and rotors installed for $199. You actually will find that most of my competitors, if you do phone shop, they're anywhere from $350 to $400 for most brake jobs.
Okay.
Now again, that's a basic brake job with pads and rotors. Now, there are obviously upgrades as far as ceramic pads, things of that nature, and that we would determine per the actual unit or vehicle that's coming in our door.
So you're telling me, Larry, when I hear that squeak on my back wheels, I should probably pay attention to it?
You want to pay attention to it because it could be something as major as maybe a pad line go completely down, or it may be something as simple as just dust break up in a drum and it's just making noise, or maybe a slide needs to.
I have to give you an endorsement. Your Belton Village store did my brakes on my last car.
Sure.
Never had a problem with them after.
That's great.
So
Yeah, we aim to please, definitely.
Please. I wanna-
Thank you.